Hello everyone and welcome to another video of sharing, and this one is titled observe what's yours and recognize what's yours and what's not. And what I wanted to talk about today is how we sometimes the feelings, beliefs, patterns, emotions that we feel, sometimes it's not ours. When they say watch your circle, make sure it's clean, it's everything. It has to do with the people that you hang out with, their beliefs, how they are, even your relationships. Okay, now I know that we all are different individually. We all have our own sets of beliefs, but sometimes I'm going to talk about me, what in my experience, in my relationship, it was a lot of when I started working on myself. I found out there was a lot of things that wasn't mine, was not my belief, but it was other people's beliefs, even my partners, that I picked up, and it was like it became mine. So that was when I started working on myself, because we are energy beings and we draw from each other. We do draw from them. For example, sometimes you take on other people's emotions and their feelings and their beliefs, and you kind of sort of become like them. And I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but sometimes if it's not your belief, it's theirs. If it's like when you keep hearing the same things over and over again, let's say you hang out with other people, you kind of sometimes you get lost in it, and their patterns, their beliefs, whatever they say, it kind of becomes yours when it's not. And that's why it's important for you to really see if how you're feeling, is it yours, these beliefs, the words that you're saying, because sometimes you'll start speaking like them, and it's not your truth. Sometimes it's not, and that's what I had to when I started working on myself and doing the work. I found out there was a lot of things that wasn't really mine. It was other people's beliefs that I took on as mine. So make sure that the people that you're hanging out with, your circle, that what they say, what you believe, the words that they say, like really check it if it resonates with you. Sometimes you start talking like them, and it's not really, well, truth is something that you believe in. You'll find out later on that it was not yours. It was something that you keep hearing every day, and so it kind of becomes your belief. Their patterns kind of becomes yours. Yeah, it's the same with love relationships, friendships. So observe and recognize what's yours and what's not, and at the same time, if it's not yours, respect everyone. If we're all we all have our individually have our own beliefs patterns, and not one is better than the other. Okay. Make sure that the conversations that you have with your circle is something that will bring out the best in you, the people that you're hanging out with also. And the conversation is filled with goals and something that has to do with working on yourself and bettering yourself. Yeah, people that are trying to better themselves, you know, the work, when we say the work, meaning trying to learning and growing, because it's like when our brains keep hearing the same things over and over again. That's what it starts to believe, and you can kind of get lost in it. That's what I'm trying to say. For example, if you keep hanging out with other people that tend to be negative, and I mean that in a very respectful way. I mean, no one is perfect. No one is positive all the time. I'm not. And I observe myself and how I am, you know, and that's the work. Just see how you are and why you feel that way. Yeah, so when you hang out with people that tend to be, because it's just like it becomes like a lifestyle. We tend to like to complain all the time. That's another, like, something that is very low. It's like low in frequency, low in vibration, and we don't do ourselves any favors when we do that. Complain all the time, and no one is perfect. At the same time, we all go through times when we need to, right? But if that is the way it is when you get together with your circle in your tribe, I would say, and it's just complaining and how other people are not doing well and how they're just not doing anything right, and for me, what I've learned is when I start doing something like that, talking about other people, how they're not doing well, or how they're failing at something, for me it means that there's a lot of things in my life that I should be looking at that I'm not doing, a lot of things that I want to do and I'm not doing it for whatever reason, fear, or that's what, when we don't do things that we need to do in our lives, it's like it's easier to take our focus and just focus it on other people, other things, and it's just, you know, how other people are not doing this or that. I mean, it's really ourselves that we need to look at, right? So let me see. Yeah, so when you get together with your tribe, make sure the conversation is uplifting, and because in that way you draw better circumstances to you and your loved ones. Yeah, so empowering conversations, things that you would love to do, dreams, goals, instead of the ones that you talk about other people, how they're this and that. And that kind of lowers your vibration, where you feel you kind of deplete yourself. Yeah, or the kind of conversations that is about other people, where they're this or that, they're not doing anything right, or they're failing. It just means that there's something that you need to be doing in your life or refusing to do, and you place your attention on other people. So instead of doing what you need to do for yourself. Yeah, so this is what I wanted to share today, and thank you for tuning into this video about observing what's yours and what's not. Until next time, thank you, and take care of yourself and love yourself a little bit more. Thank you.